A lot of you guys are obviously aware that there are tons of videos out there and tons of articles out there on how to start on Amazon, since this has become a very popular topic. For those of you who are a little more experienced, this video is going to be great for you guys because there will be some stuff here that sometimes people graze over. And for those new sellers, we're going to go super in depth for you guys so you guys can know exactly what you need to do to start selling on Amazon. For those of you who are new or who think that this is some sort of a get rich quick scheme, something that you can just pick up in about a week and start selling and making tons of money like everyone says you can, that's wrong, guys. That's not what Amazon is. If that's what you guys are expecting, go over to a different channel. I really don't want people here who aren't serious about it. We are definitely committed to it, and I want you guys to be too. So for those of you who are not willing to put work into it and not willing to actually back yourselves and take some big action, this video is not going to be for you guys. For those of you who guys are still here, let's get into it. Today's video, again, like I said, is about starting on Amazon, and we're going to talk about every single thing you need to know before you get started. So let's get right into it. Before we do get started, guys, there are a few things you're going to need to know to starting on Amazon, and I'm going to go over some basics here for you guys. So if you guys already know this, stick around because there's going to be some awesome stuff a little bit further down. But basically, the first step you guys are going to need to do is product research. Obviously, I'm sure a lot of you guys know, but product research is the foundation of selling on Amazon. I'm sure you guys have heard this. If you guys have a bad product, you will not be able to find, or rather, you're not going to be able to make any money. So the things that the product research tools that I'm going to talk to you guys about, the ones that you're going to need to get, are either Jungle Scout or Viral Launch. I know there are a ton of people out there who are using other stuff, and that's awesome for you guys if that works for you. I personally would never back that because I know that these two guys are the biggest and they are the most accurate as far as I know. So those are the ones I would recommend. So product research will be the most important thing, and I have a whole playlist on my channel for product research. If you guys want to check it out, I will link it down below. Watch some of those videos. There are awesome methods to finding a great product, unique methods that people aren't really talking about. So check those out. The next thing we're going to talk about is determining profitability. Once you do find a product, once you do go through all that stuff and grind out that product research, once you do find a promising product, you're going to need to know if it's going to be profitable. To find out if a product is profitable, I'm going to show you guys an example. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to type in electric wine opener. If you guys know me, you guys know I like to use this as an example, but let's look into something like this. Basically, let's just use this one as an example, okay? Obviously, you wouldn't want to go into something like this because, as you guys can see, there are a ton of reviews, and you want to go into something that doesn't have so many reviews. So this is an electric wine opener, and to determine profitability, you're going to need to go on Alibaba or DHgate. So Alibaba is basically a wholesale market where you can buy stuff from China, and they're going to, basically connecting sellers or buyers to sellers and manufacturers in China. So that's Alibaba, and there's also DHgate. These are the two main ones that I would recommend. If you guys are just starting off, use Alibaba. It's a little bit more simple and a little bit more trustworthy. So to determine the profitability, what you're going to want to do is type in electric wine bottle opener. So the same thing we searched up on Amazon, and we're going to look at different manufacturers that are offering this product, and we're going to try to find the same thing. So as you guys can see here, this is essentially the same thing as this, right? It's actually literally the same picture. So they're selling this product for between $6 and $8 a piece. So we can assume that it's going to be about $7. Grab usually the middle ground, so let's say $7 for this. So what we're trying to do now is we're trying to find out how profitable an item is, and to do that, we're going to have to open up our FBA calculator, which is right up here. And once we open that up, we're going to see this. Basically, what you're going to want to do here is put in the product cost, the shipping cost, the product price, so what you're going to sell it at, and then it's going to come out with a number estimated monthly profit. So for the product cost, we said $7. For the shipping cost, because this is small and I would assume that it's not taking up too much space, let's just go pretty conservative here and say $2, okay, per unit. So $7 per unit cost, $2 per unit shipping. And as you can see here, it also takes into account FBA fees, which are the fees you have to pay to sell on Amazon. So it automatically, deducts all of that and shows you exactly what your estimated profit will be. So in this case, it's 12,500. Obviously, this is a very idealistic case as this is a product with, almost 3,000 reviews. But I'm just trying to show you guys how you would determine profitability. You can use that calculator on any single listing, and you can pick and plug and play with different numbers and see exactly how much the profit will be. So once you do find a profitable product and it's not super competitive, what you're gonna wanna do is go now and contact suppliers. So what you would do is, let's say we decided that this is the supplier we want to go with, we would go here and we would click on contact supplier. Now what you do is you're gonna send them a template, right? You don't wanna look like a newbie or someone who's new to this. So you want to put your best foot forward and show them that you do know what you're talking about, so you're not getting pushed over and scammed by the manufacturers, because they will take advantage of that. So for that reason, I have a link in the description for a template that I made for you guys. So you guys go check that out. Use that for contacting your suppliers. It works every single time and gets you amazing prices because they think that you aren't a newbie and you do know what you're talking about. That's what it makes it look like. So that's why you guys should download that, and it's absolutely free. So after you talk to the manufacturers and you figure out price and you're happy with the costs and everything, and it is profitable, that's when you want to place your order and ship the product to the Amazon warehouses. So Amazon has warehouses all around the USA and pretty much anywhere they have an Amazon store. So Amazon Canada, UK, India, all that stuff, they have their own warehouses where they distribute your products for you, which means that you don't have to ship them out yourself. You're actually giving that burden onto Amazon, and that's why you're paying those FBA fees. So for selling on Amazon, they do all this service for you, so customer service, they ship out your product, and they give you a whole platform to sell on. So again, like I said, once you have all that ready, you've priced it out, you know exactly how much it's gonna cost. That's when you take, you place your order and you get your manufacturer to ship your product over to the Amazon warehouses, where now Amazon has full control over your products. This is also where you would want to create a listing. This is how it's gonna look like. You come in here, this is where you put your pictures, every single picture you wanna put in, and your price that you wanna price it at, so whatever number you wanna do it here. And that's, you do that right before you ship your product in. After that, you want to get your listing ranked. So a listing will look something like this, right? You'll have the title and the little description and stuff. So what you want to do is you want to get it ranked to the first page. Obviously, you want to get it to the first page because when it's on the first page, that's when everyone sees you. This is also where you want to get reviews, because if you do not get reviews, nobody will buy your product. You got to get your 5 to 10 initial reviews from friends and family. I have a whole video about this. You guys can click right up there to check it out. If you guys are interested in watching that, it'll show you guys exactly how to get reviews in 2018 after this whole, Amazon review thing. If you guys don't know about it, check that video out. Now that you have reviews and you've launched the product, you start doing PPC, which is Amazon pay-per-click. It's advertising, and what it does is it's going to get your product to the top. So even if it's not naturally at the top, as you guys can see here, these are sponsored products. So I just searched up electric wine opener again, and you can see that the first couple ones are sponsored products, which means that they are actually paying to be there. But because you pay to be there, you are actually showing up. You're showing up first, so people see you and people buy your product. And when people buy your product, it brings you up in the rankings, and that's where people are seeing him the most. So by getting reviews and launching your listing, paying for PPC advertising, slowly but surely, if your market isn't super competitive, you're gonna get to the front page, and then you're gonna start making organic sales. Your product's gonna start selling, and at that point, you kind of sit back, relax, just keep reordering your product from your manufacturer every time you run low, and then you just rinse and repeat that whole process on a new product, and you keep doing that for every single new product until you build a big business, an online e-commerce business where you're making a good amount of money. Now guys, I don't want to make this seem like this is so easy and this is the only thing you have to do. There are a lot more little nitty-gritty things that you're going to need to do, but this is a big overview, a kind of zoomed out perspective on what you have to do to start selling on Amazon. I'm going to have a little series coming out on step-by-step how to do every single thing in this, so you guys don't have to pay for a course, so you guys don't have to spend all that money. So those of you guys who are ready to start Amazon but don't want to invest in a course can watch these series, and I can promise you there will be a ton of information here for you guys. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.